Hello and welcome to my channel. I have another question, and the question is, what is the meaning of epektasis? Epektasis is derived from a Greek word found in verses such as Philippians chapter 3 verse 13, where it is translated as training toward. The term implies something that is becoming, striving, or developing. It is alternately been understood as evolving or growing. As it pertains to Christian theology, epektasis implies that true joy in Christians living is found in the process of growth and development. That is, in the change we experience that produces a sense of happiness, not the achievement of any particular goal. Specifically, epektasis emphasizes the need for spiritual transformation and suggests this process will continue forever in eternity. This concept of epektasis features heavily in the writings of Gregory of Nyssa. His work leans towards an aesthetic, mystical approach to the faith. Gregory rejected the more typical view that happiness and perfection are found in attaining a goal. Rather, he suggested, since humanity is incapable of reaching the actual perfection of God, purpose and meaning are found in progress toward that standard. Gregory's flavor of spirituality had an impact on the Eastern Orthodox interpretation of theosis. As applied to Christian faith, the most controversial facet of epektasis is what it implies for a man's spiritual condition in eternity. 1 John chapter 3 verse 2, for instance, says that when Christ appears, we shall be like him. The traditional interpretation of statements like this is that believers will immediately attain spiritual perfection, or at least obtain some fixed and permanent level of holiness. Certain views of epektasis would suggest the opposite, that while we will be markedly changed when we meet Christ, we will spend all of eternity progressing to be more and more like God, never actually arriving at the goal. In and of itself, this version of epektasis is not necessarily wrong. There is much about eternity in heaven that God has not yet revealed to us. The debate over whether we will be unchanging or progressing in heaven is ultimately a matter of details and definitions. What's more concerning is how the concept of epektasis can be applied to earthly spirituality in incorrect ways. While epektasis is not at all the same thing as process theology, clumsy application can invite relativism or inconsistent doctrine. It's one thing to suggest we'll spend eternity growing ever closer to God. It's another to claim that mankind has evolved or progressed to the point that old views of sin, salvation, morality, and the Bible can be cast aside. Such progressive applications of epektasis are wrong. Thank you for listening to this question. I'll see you next time.